Okay, pie review. We're in Rotorua. This is the first pie we're going to try here in New Zealand. And it was from the Rotorua Bakery. I probably said that wrong. This one has 2 gold awards from 2005 and 2010. It also has a couple silver awards, a bronze award, an NZ winning pie 2004. So it has been a while since it's won an award. So what I bought was the award-winning mince. So it should be just mince. It's a bit flaky, which is always great, but the pastry is quite soft. It's pretty good.
You didn't get any sauce.
No, I can't be doing reviews with sauce. These reviews are all no sauce. Obviously tomato sauce is like king on a pie, of course, but you get different tomato sauces wherever you go, so I have to be precise as the pie review king. It's pretty good. It's not like, I like crispy pies more than really, like the pastry is very soft, which is fine. I wouldn't say it's the best pie I've ever had, but it's pretty good. Like the mince itself is really good. It is good. So Senna got the steak, was it steak? What would you rate the steak pie?
Give it a 7 out of 10. It would be better if it was a steak pepper pie. But it tastes like every other pie I've ever had, so.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'd give this a 7. Tomato sauce would probably be like an 8.5. The meat's good. The pastry's fine. It's just soft, and I'm not a huge fan of soft pastry in a way. But the you might be able to hear, the lid is a bit more flaky. Oh, it's a good pie. It doesn't taste too much different than Australian pies at the moment, so when we go to the next pie place, maybe it'll be different. Let's see. So yeah, 7 out of 10, I reckon, for the Rotorua Bakery award-winning mince pie. Okay, so the other thing we got from the bakery, which we'll probably do from most of the bakeries, is a New Zealand Lamington. Now, New Zealand has claimed that they made the Lamington, not Australia. It's an ongoing fight. So this one feels very, very fluffy. Yeah, chocolate Lamington, obviously, because, yeah. It's super spongy.
Does it taste like every other Lamington?
Yeah. Pretty much tastes like every other Lamington I've ever had, but maybe a little bit better. It's good. I don't know, how can you make a Lamington better than it already is? Yeah, it's pretty good. That's about all I say about it. Okay, so bakery number 2 here in New Zealand. We're now in Queenstown in the South Island, and we had a bit of a food poisoning issue, so we haven't done any more pie reviews until now. We did go to a bakery in Hamilton called Collingwood Bakery, which was actually quite good. I got a sausage roll there, probably one of the best I've had, and yeah, that was decent. Now, yeah, we're down here in Queenstown. We just went to the Queenstown Bakery on the main street, and I've got a mince and cheese pie. The lid is quite thick, quite pastry, you know, a lot of pastry on the top. Let's give it a crack. That's a good pie. It's actually a good pie. That's a really good pie. It's surprised me. Seems like the thing about the pies over here in New Zealand, they're a bit less runny. But I guess it does also depend where you go. But a lot of pies in Australia are much more runny goo, I don't know, type mince than this is. This is real mincy, and yeah, the pastry's good. That tastes great. Again, tomato sauce on this would be much better, of course. That's just how it is. But see if I can get some cheese. That's a bit of cheese. Yeah, that's a gun pie. This is probably the best pie we've had here so far. Are they as good as Australian pies? I don't know. What do you think? Maybe not?
That was a really good pie, but I don't know.
Oh no, they're not that much different than Australian pies. Let's be real. It's still meat pies. It's still pastry and mince. Australia versus New Zealand for pies, they're much the same. They're not really that much different. They're still really good. But even then in Australia, you could also find really good pies. Like, I don't think there's enough of a difference to say they're different or one's better than the other yet. This is really good. I'd give this 8.5, I reckon. Sauce, maybe a 9. That's pretty high. That's a high rating. Because, yeah. But obviously a 10 still. Well, I don't know. What would I rate a 10? I don't know, maybe if the pastry was a bit more crispy, perhaps. This is still sort of crispy, but that is one thing though. The lower part of the pies here in New Zealand are much more soft, and then the pastry on top is quite crispy and sometimes crunchy from what we've found. Whereas some pies in Australia, the underneath is a bit more crispy, crunchy, depending, and not as much lid. It's quite a lot of lid. Yeah, I reckon give this an 8.5. Queenstown Bakery. This is pretty good. This is gun. I'd go this. So yeah, that wraps up the mince pie reviews for now, until we find some more bakeries. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. The Ferg burger. Alright, the famous Ferg burger. Steak and cheese, or beef and cheese. Mince and cheese.
Mince and cheese.
Alright. The mince is quite good. Okay, Ferg Bakery.
It's Ferg Baker.
Ferg Baker. So this one's actually across the road from the other Queenstown bakery. The Queenstown bakery has no line. This line at Ferg Baker was huge. And I'd honestly say this one's probably like a 6 out of 10. The other one I rated was 8.5 out of 10. This one's nowhere near as good as the Queenstown bakery pie, in my view. So skip the wine, go across the road and get a much better pie. Overrated. Rightio guys, we are now home from New Zealand, and just a little recap on the pies. The difference between New Zealand and Australian pies, there is not a big difference. There's a few little differences here and there, but from the places we went to, they are just as good as Australian pies in my view. I'm going to do a few little pie reviews here in Australia as well, so if you want to keep up to date with any of those, or if you really like pies, then subscribe to the channel. But this channel is not just pie reviews, of course. We are traveling the world, and yeah, come be a part of it if you want to. I like food. If you like food, maybe you'll come join, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, that is this pie review video complete. Subscribe if you're new, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Legends.